What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another classic WoW video for Season of Discovery. Now today we are reacting to RestedXP's brand new video where it covers all of the brand new items. Well, actually not brand new items, it's items that have changed in Phase 2 or that are changing in Phase 2, covering a lot of dungeon items that now will have different stats than you might be used to. So if you have played Classic WoW in the past, a lot of the items are actually changing. The items from Scarlet Monastery, for example, are getting brand new stats on them. It is mostly to benefit casters, but pretty much I do think there might be some more stats as well, but it's mostly to benefit casters. Either way, let's take a look at the video today. If you want to watch the entire thing made by Frost without me commentating, there we go. The link to his video will be down below in the video description, and you can check out his video without me interrupting at all. Alternatively, or additionally, if you want to make more gold when Phase 2 comes out, I do have a brand new gold making video series planned for Phase 2, which you can have early access to by having my gold guide, and the link to that will be down below. This is an 11 video series, like 11 episodes coming out in Phase 2, that you can have access to right now, before Phase 2 comes out. Now with that said, here is Frost's video with items changed in Season of Discovery Phase 2.
Season of Discovery Phase 2, it's 1 week away from being released, and with Phase 2, a lot of changes to come. In a previous video, 7 things to expect in Phase 2, I predicted some cool stuff, such as the new best in slot hunter weapon in the thumbnail, but also the ideas of casters becoming much better. One of the reasons for this are the changed items from Scarlet Monastery, Razorfen Downs, Uldaman, professions, and so on. They will get a revamp, a change of stats that will mostly benefit casters to obtain some sort of balance between all classes. Today we're taking a look to see how these items got changed. So let's get right into it, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
Knowing those items is really important because it starts as soon as level 30, and as you level towards level 40, you can get a couple of upgrades that are going to help you parse in no more. So the first item we see here is the Illusionary Rod from Scarlet Library, which gets 12 spell power instead of that old 10 spirit, which makes it a great pre-best in slot item for no more.
The BFD staff is still going to be way better, but still, that is really good, and way better than the previous version. As we can see once again, it's really benefiting casters. And one thing, like I've already taken a look at these items, by the way, in a video that I made a couple of days ago, where we talked about some of these items and how they have changed. A lot of the spirit has been taken away to give spell power and healing power instead of spirit.
Especially if you didn't get your hands on some of the items from BFD. Moving on, in Graveyard, which is a great dungeon to farm from XP from level 30 to maybe 33, 35. There are a bunch of items that got updated from the rares there. We have the first item, the Ghost Shard Talisman, which used to have 9 stamina, 4 spirit, now has 9 stamina, 5 spell power. The second item, the Wand, Necrotic Wand, while still maintaining the same DPS with shadow damage, now has an additional 7 spell power.
This one could end up being pre-abyss. Like, what I like so much about these items changing this way is that the pre-abyss list is going to be way different now than what people have been theory crafting when they heard about Phase 2. A bunch of people started looking at where to go and what to do to get their pre-abyss while leveling to level 40, and the whole spice up here, especially for casters, is going to change that drastically. This wand, for example, giving you plus 7 damage and also plus 7 healing, it's quite significant. There might be some better options out there, but still, at level 30, this one is huge.
Which actually I think makes it the new Abyss wand, because we didn't have a good one in BFD. Embalm Shroud, the helmet for level 30, will have 11 intellect, 12 spirit, and 8 spell power. Great pre-abyss, but there's gonna be more. Just wait. Moving back to life.
For that helm, they took away the stamina, not the spirit. Okay. I mean, we don't really need stamina for PvE, but I mean, for PvP, I don't know about that one.
Library, the Mantle of Dawn, which had intellect and spirit, now has intellect and fire spell power.
There we go.
Warlocks and mages rejoice. Robe of Dawn has 5 spell power, 13 stamina. I think just like the Ghost Shroud Talisman, the necklace with 9 stamina, this can be a good PvP item.
This one has buffed stamina.
From Cathedral, the Morgan's Might has now 3.2 speed from 2.8 speed, And instead of 17 stamina, 16 spirit, now has 17 strength and 19 spell power.
Increases damage and healing.
By paladins and shamans alike.
Holy.
Tiun Amulet, I think, is going to be probably the new best in slot necklace. Well, pre-best in slot, because there are some epic necklaces. But 7 intellect, 7
for
stamina,
healers.
15 spell power. To me, it looks like a level 60 necklace.
Did he say 15 spell power? I mean, it's technically correct, but it's a healing spell power. So increases healing done by spells and effects by up to 15. It's going to be BIS. This is BIS for every healer out there, I would assume. It's either pre-BIS or even total BIS, depending on the actual necklaces that we get from the raid, but 15 spell power for healing, like 15 healing power, that's quite massive. But it does nothing for casting, it's only healing, but still, that's a lot, man.
Tiun Amulet is going to be really great. White Mane Chapeau, 20
Another healing
done by
there
spells. This is not to be confused. I thought, first time when I saw it, I thought it was damage in healing, but it's only healing. It does have a lot of intellect and spirit, and it's probably going to be really good. Moving on to Uldaman. In Uldaman, we have the Stonewearer leggings, which have now from 9 stamina, 8 intellect, 15 spirit.
Another healing only item. It looks like they're trying to significantly put apart healing items and DPS items, which personally I'm all for. And what you might see here is that all of the healing only items, they have more healing than the spell power versions. That is to entice, well, first of all, it's to make them different, and because they only affect healing and not spell power and healing, it has to be more because it's one stat instead of two, but it's also to entice healers to go for those items. They're splitting healer items and caster items apart, and if you're a healer, you want to have the healer version, which is great.
They will have 9 stamina, 15 intellect, and 18 healing spell powers. We get some other items such as the Revelosh gloves, which have a lot of intellect and stamina. For level 35, I think 11 stamina, 12 intellect is quite a lot. The Revelosh shoulders will have 12 agility, 11 stamina. Makes it quite great as pre-best in slot shoulders, definitely. And we have for Hunter Revelosh arm guards with 9 agility, 8 intellect.
Or shamans.
Revelosh boots with 12 strength and 11 stamina. Not a lot of items changed in Uldaman, but Razorfen Downs is going to shock us a bit. First thing we see in Razorfen Downs is the Robes of the Lich. The old iconic item with 20 stamina, 10 intellect got changed to 20 intellect and 12 spell power, which kind of makes me sad because this is such an iconic robe. I feel conflicted about it.
Why? It's good.
Although it's going to be probably a very good pre-best in slot robe. Moving on to the Silky Spider Cape, which has now 11 stamina and 6 spell power. This is going to be great for PvP as well. That's a lot of stats for a level 35 item.
Yeah.
Death Mage Sash, 15 intellect and 7 spell power. It seems like a lot of items got their stamina reduced or spirit and converted into spell power, making them more likely to be used for PvE rather than PvP. We have the offhand for Mordresh, the Lifeless Skull. From 5 stamina, 11 spirit, now has 11 spirit and 6 spell power. The Eye of Mordresh, the neck, which had intellect and spirit, now has 11 spirit and 11 healing done by spells.
Healers, man, you're gonna have so much healing power.
The Chill Armor, 3 stamina, 9 intellect, 20 spirit, converted to 3 stamina, 20 intellect, and 11 damage done by healing and spells. Great for Paladin and Shaman.
Yep.
Some items got changed in the profession.
I will say with all the runes we're getting, by the way, it's looking like Shockedins might be back on the table. So when you see that mail item giving you both healing and damage, it could be used for paladins for DPS, not only healing. Like Shockedins are looking really interesting for phase 2 and we'll see how that goes. But they're updating the loot tables to give not just healing but also spell damage, which obviously elemental shamans and even enhancement shamans, but also Shockedin paladins doing damage.
Area as well. Golden scale boots with blacksmithing now have, instead of 8 strength, 8 spirit, have 8 strength and 8 spell power.
Okay.
Golden scale coif has, instead of strength and spirit, has strength and 12 spell power. And the golden scale chest will have from 14 strength, 6 spirit, 14 strength, 7 spell power.
So the entire golden scale set gives you healing or spell damage now. I mean, I'll take that. That's pretty massive. Once again, it looks like a lot of the items that didn't give you spell power before are giving you spell power now, which is looking to be maybe Blizzard's response to trying to combat the whole melee slash physical DPS meta that has been going on. Like, this is like the way vanilla WoW has worked for quite a while now. Physical DPS topping, especially melee, like warriors and rogues, but even hunters, and right now even red paladins, like anyone with physical DPS are doing vastly more DPS than casters, and this is looking to be in their response to that, trying to make casters better. But if you ask me, we have to have something else. We need books giving us higher ranks of spells, or a better spell power coefficient, because they could give us so much like plus spell power, but the way it works, even if you get plus 7 spell power on something, it's not going to add plus 7 to all your spells. It's like different spells have different coefficients with the spell power, so they have to tweak the actual coefficient there, or give us brand new ranks. Like in phase 1, as a warlock, you had a brand new rank, like as a warlock tank. I believe you had a new rank of Searing Pain, like at level 26 or 28. A bunch of casters, we had access to a brand new rank, either at level 26 or 28. The same thing is going to happen in phase 2. We have a brand new rank waiting for us at level 42 or 44 that would significantly increase our DPS. Getting access to those from a book, for example, teaching us those ranks at level 40 would be so much better at combating the whole melee slash physical DPS meta, just giving us access to the next rank of spells.
Moving on to the Golden Scale Gauntlets. 11 strength 4 spirit to 11 strength 5 spell power. Leggings have 11 strength 5 spirit to 11 strength 6 spell power. We have a full set of this. We continue on with the shoulders. The shoulders have 7 strength and 7 spell power. It seems to be like a glass cannon set for paladins and potentially shamans. Doesn't offer much, but I guess in terms of extra DPS for raids, it's definitely gonna do it.
It's spell power.
An interesting change here, we have a sword with the Moonstell Broadsword went from 4 stamina 12 spirit to 26 healing spells.
So holy paladin.
Quite a lot. In terms of enchanting, we have the Greater Mystic Wand, which is a level 30 wand, changed to a wand with 5 spell power. Letterworking also has some changes. We see the Guardian Belt, which has 8 spell power now. They remove the intellect from it, however. The Guardian Bracers, which now have 7 spell power. The Guardian Pants with 9 spell power. The Turtle Scale Breastplate, which has 9 stamina, 9 intellect, and 11 spell power, which kind of makes more sense. This is way better optimized, itemized for PvP as well.
Stamina, intellect, spell power. That's the way they all should be. Instead of giving you like spirit and spell power, stamina and intellect, then spell power. That's what everyone wants. No matter your class, that's like way better optimized, I feel like. So Turtle Scale, big thumbs up.
Turtle Scale Gloves with 7 stamina, 6 intellect, and 7 spell power. It seems like the Turtle Scale, it's more appealing overall for general gameplay. Tailoring as well comes with the Big Voodoo Mask, 14 intellect, 11 spell power. Big Voodoo Robe, 14 intellect, 11 spell power.
Give us some cloth stuff.
Black Mage Wave set, which now has a bit of spell power as well.
Ooh.
However, they have only spirit instead of intellect. I'm not sure exactly who is going to use those. The pants have 14 spirit, 9 spell power.
Only
the
spirit.
chest has 12 spirit, 13 spell power. The boots have 8 spirit, 6 spell power. And Crimson Silk Belt will have 7 intellect and 7 spell power. Crimson Silk Robe will have 15 intellect, 9 fire spell power. The Crimson Silk Shoulders will have 8 intellect, 8 spell power. Earthen Silk Belt will have spirit and healing, 18 healing to be exact. Earthen Vest will have 10 spirit, 13 healing. Enchanter's Cowl will have 10 intellect, 7 spell power. Long Silken Cloak will have 5 intellect and 7 spell power. These are the items that...
Just circling this back a little bit to that Black Mage Weave set that we just saw in the video, like the Black Mage Weave. Only giving spirit and spell power. if they just took a page from their turtle scales book, like from leatherworking, turtle scales were so good optimized, like so much better. Stamina, intellect, spell power. The black mage weave as well would be so much better if it gave you stamina, intellect, and spell power instead of dumbass spirit and spell power. Like, who wants that? Either way, let's continue.
Will get changed. Some of them will matter. Some of them won't matter because there will be better options in dungeons.
Yeah.
With that being said, guys, if you want to see more videos, check out my second channel, Frostadamus TV2, where I have a dedicated editor. We mostly post there highlights from our stream, reacts, and news about World of Warcraft as well. Let me know what you think about those changes in the comments down below. Let me know which one is your favorite, and if in general you agree with those changes. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell.
Yes, sir. Yes,
With
sir.
that being said, thank you very much for watching again. Until next time, stay frosty. Bye-bye.
Okay, so overall, my favorite, I'm just going to put it out there, the wands. Wands are giving you spell power, that's huge. I mean, I guess I'm biased, I'm a caster main, so like, I'm obviously biased on the caster loot here. But overall, good stuff. Once again though, it should be more stamina intellect gear, rather than just converting a random stat to spell power. They could just like optimize all the loot, making them intellect, stamina, and spell power, instead of the black mage weave giving you spirit and spell power. Either way, I'm happy about the changes overall. It's really good, like it's gonna be fun to play, and I'm loving the fact that they're making so many changes in Phase 2, and I'm absolutely loving it. Let me know your thoughts on everything in the comments down below. If you enjoyed me reacting, leave a like on this video, and once again, the link to Frostadamus' video will be down below in the top of the video description, so check his video out as well and give him some love. Either way, that's all I have for you today. Once again, thank you for watching. I'll see you again very soon.